Praise God. Thank you so much for joining me. As a married woman, how sincere are you when it comes to material things? How transparent are you when it comes to material things to your husband? As a married woman, money, houses, and so on and so forth. The reason why I'm saying this is that I've heard so many stories, which I'm going to tell you two similar stories, how a woman hid her property from her husband until she was exposed. It's something that is very strange. I remember at a time when I was in Nigeria, I was doing a project for my husband. I was building a house for my husband. I was actually the one that was handling the project. And some of my friends get to know about it. One of them called me. In fact, I was very surprised of what she told me. This is a person I look onto. She's a mature woman. She's a mother. I see her as a mother. She's mature. She has been in marriage for years. So I see her as a mature married woman. What she said to me when she invited me, according to her, she said it was an advice. She called me and she was telling me, yeah, now that I'm building a property for my husband, I'm handling a project for my husband, that she wants me to start taking money out of the money my husband is sending to me to secretly build my own house. Why? Why will I build my own house? Why will I secretly build my own house? For what? For who? Praise God. I was so shocked because this is a woman that, in fact, her income then was far higher than her husband's income. And herself and her husband joined hands together to build a house, which they both of them are living in the house. She was even the one that contributed a higher money because she has money more than her husband. So I asked her, I said, but you build a house together with your husband and both of you are living peacefully together in the house with your children. In fact, their children have grown up. So why are you now giving me this kind of advice? I was so shocked, and that was how I keep distant from her, because it was a very strange advice. And apart from her, another person called me and she was telling me that, yeah, now that you are handling this kind of project for your husband, why don't you just save money and acquire a plot of land for yourself secretly? Why all this? Why? Praise God. Let me go to the story why I even came here. I heard the story of this particular woman. She built a house. She herself and the husband packed to the house, and she told the husband that a rented apartment, and the husband was paying money to an agent, which is her agent, and for years they were living in the house. After some years, the woman passed on and everything was exposed. The husband got to know that the house he has been paying rent belongs to the wife. Why? I have seen cases where a married woman will have a secret account up money in that secret account unknowingly to the man. Even some of these women, they are not working. They are taking from the man and keep it secretly, unknowingly to the man for their own selfish interests. Some will be building houses for their parents unknowingly to the man. And meanwhile, both of them are still living in a rented apartment. What kind of marriage is that? I know some people will be saying, some men are not sincere too. What about the ones that are sincere and their wives are not sincere? What will you say about that? There was another story again about a woman that was building a house. They were living, in fact, she was living in a rented apartment with the husband. The husband worked in the bank. The husband borrowed money, took a loan from the bank, gave her to open a very big shop, and she was doing very, very well. So she was getting much income. So she bought a land secretly. She started building the house. She built the house to a stage, and the husband, she was exposed. The husband got to know about it, and that was the end of the marriage. And sometimes I ask myself, why all this? What are you going to get? What are you going to gain if you build a house as a woman, as a married woman, secretly, without your husband knowing? Who is going to live in the house? Why will you do that? Praise God. Because the Bible make me to understand that when two people comes together as partners, husband and wife, the Bible said they are now 1 + 1 equals to 1. They are no more two, but one flesh, one. So why would the woman have the mind to go on that kind of project secretly without letting the husband know? Praise God. What do you think? As for me, it's not acceptable. It's not godly. As a married couple, you have to be sincere and transparent in everything to each other. God bless you. Please share your opinion at the comment section. Thank you so much for watching.